Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with My Hero Academia. Last time on My Hero Academia, we had strategy. Following the obstacle course battle, we were introduced to the Cavalry battle. So everyone was told to split off into teams, and they all had the point system, and you had to take each other's points, and the person with the highest points at the end would be the winner. And obviously that would be whoever has the 10 million points that Midoriya's team had. So it was time to pick some teams, and Midoriya didn't really know who to go to because everyone was just trying to avoid him because he had so many points. Luckily, Uraraka volunteered to be on his team, as well as Mei Hatsume, who was the, I guess sort of steampunk girl, the gadget girl that was in the obstacle course race, and she volunteered to be on the team as well. And then they needed one more person, so Midoriya went to Tokoyami, and he agreed, which was good because Ida didn't. So it's a pretty solid team, all things considered. So, they started the cavalry battle. Everything is going pretty well. And now Bakugo is going to go after all the B-listers because they're pissing him off. And meanwhile, Midoriya now faces Todoroki. So, that's pretty much that. This is where I say no spoilers in the comments whatsoever. And this is also where I must now say, unfortunately, that the reaction video is actually not here. The reaction is actually not in this video anymore due to copyright problems, because apparently my Season 2 reactions have been blocked repeatedly by the Japanese copyright holders. We're going to have to change things up a bit, which means you can still watch my reaction, just not in this specific video. So here's what you got to do. If you want to watch my highlight reaction, with the footage in the corner and, it's all edited and nice and good, you can go down in the description or to the pinned comments on this video. It should say MHA 2x5 reaction highlight, and then it'll give a link. You click on that link, it'll take you right to my reaction. It'll be nice and good and edited and fun. You can click on that link, go watch it. You'll have a good time, hopefully. And when you're done with that, you can pop right back over here to this video for the discussion. So, that's pretty much that. And also, if you want to do a bit more than just watch the highlight reaction, and you want to watch my full unedited reaction, it is available on my Patreon for just $5. So, that's pretty much that. With that being said, let's get right into this episode of My Hero Academia. Here we go. Counting on him. That's what I was trying to write. Now I get it. Okay. On one of my notes I just wrote counting, but I didn't remember what I meant for that, but it was what happened was I didn't finish the note. It was counting on Deku. So, yeah. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, so we have narrowed down again to 16 students in this sports festival. I wonder if we're gonna have another preliminary round, or if we're just gonna move on into the tournament. I have no idea, man. Okay, that was a great episode, and oh man, they are setting up like the rivalry to end all rivalries between All Might and Endeavor, which I knew going into this that Endeavor was voiced by the same guy that does Jiren in Dragon Ball, which yes, I'm talking about Dragon Ball again, but this is about a voice. But yeah, it really that really does sound like it. Like, let me hear some of that again. Oh, that voice, man. Oh man. Yeah, so the two of them want to talk, Todoroki and Midoriya.
You brought me here. Now what?
Can we get backstory?
Yo. Long time no see. Let's catch up.
Oh.
Endeavor. All might.
Oh my god. He hates All Might. And you immediately know why. I mean, I don't know if there's more backstory between the two of them, but I don't know, with like how All Might said that, just, hey, let's catch up, Endeavor. I think it literally just is that, Endeavor is the second best hero. We know this. They've stated that Endeavor is second best to All Might. So I have to assume that there's some sort of resentment there because of that. A resentment between Endeavor. Well, Endeavor and All Might. Maybe not All Might and Endeavor, actually. Like, I don't think All Might really cares, but this definitely seems like Endeavor cares. And I think, from what I have gathered, this must be some sort of play of maybe revenge, or just, I don't know, some sort of like, it's basically a play to get Todoroki to beat Midoriya and be the best. If Todoroki can be the best, then it will sort of make up for Endeavor being second to All Might. I think that's what they're going to go for. And that is why Todoroki resents it. He doesn't want to use his fire side. He's never used his fire side. Which is actually interesting. This is the first time we've seen him start to use fire. We've only seen him use ice this entire series. The most we've seen is that he can melt all the ice he creates, but that's about it. That is something, I have to say. That is definitely something. So let's go through the notes. The first thing I wrote down was Team Todoroki. They were incredible, with Ida taking the front, bringing in all the speed. Yaoyorozu bringing all the defense and the extra weapons and stuff. And, I guess she was playing defense. Todoroki was playing offense. And also Kaminari was playing offense too. So, yeah, there's a ton of offense, basically. Oh man, they were pretty good, and I didn't even think about that. That is why I just forgot his name. Kaminari, that's it. The fact, Kaminari is such a big deal because even though, he can use his electroshock, and it seems to me he has a bit more control over it now. Like, he was able to do that widespread, what did he call it? I don't remember what he called it, but his spread attack. He was able to do that without basically taking himself out during that, which was good. So he was able to do that for a little bit without, just taking himself out of the competition. So that was good. And the fact that that is a problem for Dark Shadow, because Dark Shadow is better at night, but he becomes a lot more aggressive and harder to control. In daylight, he's a lot more timid. It's a lot harder to, actually use him offensively. So it is better to use him defensively, which Midoriya didn't even know this, but he immediately was like, no, we need to use Dark Shadow as defense, which was clever. So yeah, just that was interesting. Just a bit more on Tokoyami and Dark Shadow. We did have, for a little bit at least, Monoma with his mimicry power. So his quirk allows him, as long as he touches someone, he can copy their quirk, which is interesting. So that's why he was, so confident going around, and then trying to take out Bakugo using his quirk and then using Kirishima's quirk, which was clever. Although that just didn't work out in the end, because, as All Might said, it's like the difference between Monoma and Bakugo is his tenacity. Bakugo's tenacity pushes him over. It's like there is a difference between the person who will do everything in their power to be the best and the person who will settle. And that is the problem, is that Bakugo is not going to settle. He is striving for the top. That's what pushes him over the edge. That's what makes him dangerous to Monoma. So I did like that. We had the Torque Overdrive that Ida had sort of hidden away, I guess. That was interesting. Watching that was definitely interesting, seeing him just go all out with his quirk. But it does, throw his engines out a bit for a while. But that was cool, and they all hung on for dear life because he was just going so fast. And then, Todoroki luckily taking the 10 million from Midoriya, which that got a little crazy there for a bit when they lost the 10 million, because that is a problem, that they didn't have anything else. So if they lost the 10 million, they would completely lose the cavalry battle. So yeah. But they weren't going to give up. They had to get that 10 million back. And I like this, with him flashing back to when Uraraka was saying, like, I need this so that I can, help my family and stuff. And then flashing to when Hatsume was like, I need to be in the spotlight so, so many employers will see me and stuff like that. It's like, he knew, it's like, they are counting on me. I have to get them. I have to get them up there. So even if it didn't mean the 10 million, although he was still aiming for the 10 million, but he used the smash. He did use the smash. Now, it wasn't to its full effect. He mainly just did it to basically ignite not ignite, but just to extinguish. That's the right word. It's the opposite of igniting. But he used it to extinguish Todoroki's flames, which was interesting. And he did say, when he came out of it, that his arm hurt, but it wasn't shattered. He is starting to learn, control over his quirk, which is good. So even if it's still, is going to be sore in the morning, basically, as long as it doesn't shatter and he can use it again. Now, it makes me wonder, if he had done something like that again, would that have then shattered his arm? Like, is there only, like, even if he does, like, a suppressed smash, if he does a suppressed smash multiple times, would that eventually break his arm? That would be an interesting thing to talk about, if they would, sort of mention that. But yeah. But that was incredible, him being able to control it, because he was using it on another person, He was using it on another person, which is why, at the USJ he didn't break his arm, because he was going to, at least in his mind, he was going to use the smash on Shigaraki, and he subconsciously held back enough so that, I guess, basically it wouldn't kill him, basically. So, like, he held back so it wasn't just a 100% punch, because his body can't take that right now. So, yeah. So, that is definitely interesting. Really, really great, with them, counting on him, and then him, going in with that smash. I'm waiting, though. The only time he's ever named a smash, really, was the Delaware smash that he did on the USJ. Is a Delaware smash, and then he did that. But that was it. It's like, I was waiting this whole time for him. Well, first off, I was waiting for him to, curl his hand into a fist, which he didn't. He just kept it like this because he was going to ignite. Dang it. He was going to extinguish the flames. Why am I mixing those words up? Those aren't. Anyway. But yeah, so I was waiting for him to curl his hand into a fist. Because I was thinking he's about to do a fucking Texas smash. We're going to call back to the first episode. He's going to do a fucking Texas smash on his ass. So, yeah. Now, granted, the only other smash he has sort of name dropped is when it was back, I guess it was episode 4, I think, when back at the entrance exam, when he was falling after hitting the OP. And he was like, shit, what do I do? Most of my arms are gone. But he was like, well, wait, I think he still had his left arm. He was like, I can still do a Detroit smash. It's the only other time he's really name dropped one of these smashes, other than obviously the Delaware smash. So it's like I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for him to go for the whole Texas smash. I'm ready. I want him to start naming his fucking moves. So yeah, and then the fire. Todoroki, like, instinctively, basically, started to use his left side, started to use his fire, which, I guess, when he's like, when he was, saying, the way Midoriya was moving, if the way he does that, it means that if he tried using his ice, he would accidentally hit Tenya. And the reason for that is, and it didn't even occur to me until basically now, but when he says, I never use my left side in combat, that does mean all of his ice powers have to come from his right side. He can only use ice basically with his right arm, whereas fire comes from his left arm. So basically, what I can only assume is that, does this add genetics to our quirks, basically? Does this add a layer of genetics to the science behind quirks? I'm curious, because he has fire. He has a fire quirk, and his father, Endeavor, has that as well. But he also has an ice quirk. Is the ice quirk just from him? He has a mixture of his own quirk and his father's quirk? Or was his mother an ice hero? And the two of them, both of their quirks combined into his, Which is why he has, one side is, his right side is white hair because that's his ice side. And the left side is red hair, and that's why I guess he has the red scar, too. I just say that because he looks like Zuko. But, you can see on Endeavor, it's the same hair color. So, yeah, I'm very curious how that works, because how do these quirks manifest? Do they manifest through genetics or something? I have no idea. Which you could question that. Then it's like, well, why does Todoroki technically have two quirks, ice and fire? So I don't know. We need some backstory. We need some explanation on the Todoroki family between Shoto Todoroki. I know I always just call him Todoroki. I don't know why it's easier. For some reason, I find that easier than just calling him Shoto. I guess just because everyone calls him Todoroki. And everyone calls his father Endeavor. So that's just kind of what I go with. I mean, hell, no one uses All Might's real name. And we know his real name now. Toshinoro... Shit, what was it? It was Toshinoro something. I have to look through my notes. Where was it? Toshinoro Yagi, I think. Yeah, so everyone just calls him All Might. So, but yeah, so he instinctively was using his fire side, and he hates that. So there is something, and he said, if I use my fire side, it means that he wins. It means that I become what he wants me to become. It's like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going on with Endeavor and Todoroki? We gotta find this out. So yeah. So we have our finalists for the Cavalry battle: Team Todoroki, Team Bakugo. Luckily, Team Midoriya at the last second because Tokoyami was able to snatch like 650 points. Thank God. So, and then of course, Midoriya just goes a crying. And then we also have Team Shinzo. So that's the guy's name, Shinzo. We don't know how he got those points though. It just showed him getting them, and everyone being like, "How did he do that?" I don't know. So, yeah, that's. I don't know. We don't know what his powers are, but all we know is that he has purple hair, and he was the one that, kind of called out Bakugo in the first episode. So, yeah. I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see. Which means most of Class 1A, there's still 12 people... No, 11 people from Class 1A that have made it to the next round. One person, at least, from support, being Hatsume. And then the 4 people that were in Team Shinzo, which I don't know what class they're in. I think he's in Class 1B, but I don't know. So, yeah, and then at the end we had two different things. We had Todoroki and Midoriya. They're going to have a talk, apparently. And at the same time, All Might and Endeavor are going to have a talk. And yeah, there is something between Endeavor and All Might. It seems to be more on Endeavor than All Might, honestly. I can't see, any sort of hatred emanating from All Might about this, but it's all coming from Endeavor, I think. I think this is all because Endeavor has always been second best. He's always been second fiddle to All Might. So, yeah, we're going to have to see where that goes. Oh, man. That is crazy. And it's the first time in a while that, the first time in a few episodes, actually, that we got to see All Might in his All Might form, in his buff form. So, oh boy. Yeah, that's a lot, but it's incredibly interesting. Man, just it's so perfectly set up, this beef between Endeavor and All Might. It's awesome. And the show is awesome, again, as I've said. So, yeah, next time we will see what the hell is going on with the Todoroki family. So, yeah, with all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of My Hero Academia reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.